All right. All right. Let's see who pops in. We got hit by the YouTube police. The YouTube police is in the house. And I guess you're not able to show games that are in the past. Let's see who pops back in. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I guess you're not allowed to show games. I thought I was wrong. I guess I'm wrong. Excuse me. I thought I was. I thought I knew my stuff, man. What's up? Welcome back, Daniel. How you doing, brother? Welcome back. Welcome back. Yeah, I guess you're not able to show any type of games, whether the game passed already or not. Maybe because I had the volume on. Interesting. Welcome back, Don. Welcome back. Appreciate you. Welcome back. YouTube police at their best. And I'm probably gonna get an email later on when it comes to that. They'll be like, you cannot be showing things. Copyright, yeah. I thought since you were talking about it, you can do it, but apparently no se puede. Give me a second, guys. Let me do it this way. Much better. I guess you can do it. YouTube does not allow it, and you got to follow YouTube guidelines. Somebody had told me you can watch games or show games that happened in the past and talk about it. I'm unaware that you cannot do that. So I'm pretty sure YouTube will get a hold of me. YouTube.
Epic fail.
Epic fail. YouTube.
Get the fuck out of here!
It's all good. It's all good.
No.
Anyway, so how is everybody doing on this wonderful Saturday evening? Let's talk 49er football. Let's talk players that I'm looking forward to seeing improve in this year's training camp. You know, players like Drake Jackson, players like what's his name? Give me a second. Let me put the Niners roster. I'm trying to think of that defensive end that we got from Georgia. Let's see here. News roster. Puppy power. All right. Nope. Give me a second, guys. There we go. All right. So, you know what? Hold on, guys. Here we go. This is the one. Little bit. Nope. How did I do it last time? Give me a second. 49ers. Okay, this is the way I did it last time. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. All right, so I want to see what we get out of Drake Jackson. And I want to see what we have in Robert Beal Jr. I want to see what's going to happen with Robert Beal Jr. Is he going to be able to step up and improve? This will be his second year. Would he put on the right muscles? Would he be able to compete and be serviceable on this team? And can Drake Jackson come back this year and prove that he's worth a second-round pick? What's up, Niner Fanatic Podcast? How you doing, sir? Good to see you. Give me 1 second. Let me get that shadow out of the way. How you doing, my friend? Welcome to the channel. Good to see you there, Pete. Get ready to go back on vacation. Oh man, I'm telling you, isn't it funny how when you're anticipating a vacation coming, it seems like it takes forever to get to the date that you're actually going to go on vacation. And then once vacation starts, it seems like it lasts only one day. You can be gone for a week, 2 weeks on vacation, and it feels like a day. Why does it feel so long to get to that vacation date? And once you're on vacation, it feels like it just flies. That is unbelievable. Dina says, love you, Don. It is hard leaving from vacation. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, who are the guys you're looking forward to seeing improve? We all know Greenlaw may not start week 1 or week 2 based on him recovering from his injury, correct? So, is Devondre Campbell, I think he's 31, 32? Will he be able to step up and fill the void? He's 6'4", 232 pounds, out of Minnesota. He was taken in the 4th round, pick 115 in the 2016. For his career, he has 46 tackles, solo tackles. I mean, he's not Greenlaw. He's not Fred Warner. Would he be able to step up and improve the Niners defense in the absence of Greenlaw? Or do you guys feel that D. Winters may step up and beat Campbell? Is there a chance that D. Winter comes out in training camp and just passes Campbell in the depth chart? Thank you, Pete. Appreciate that. Reportedly, Beal is up to 255. Okay, that's a good thing. Now, can he use that on the field? What was he at? 255? So what? Because according to this, when he came out of college in 2023 in the 5th round, he's 6'4", weighing 250. He's weighing 250. So he went up 5 pounds. I mean, I hope if he went up 5 pounds, at least go up 5 pounds of muscle. I want to see how he performs this year. I really do. How will Robert Beal perform? My brother from a different mother in the house. What's up, Damien? How you doing, brother? We got Luis Moreno in the house. What's up, Luis? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you, Luis. So, I want to see Robert Beal Jr. step up and showcase his ability to be an impactful player for the 49ers this year. I'm interested to see what we have in Evan Anderson, the kid that we guaranteed 200. I forgot what we guaranteed him to bring him on. He looks like he can be a good D tackle. Brown is a good possibility. I would love to see how he improves. I want to see Malik Collins in a Niner uniform. How productive will he be? Would he be able to step into the shoes of Eric Armstead? Will he make it easier for us not to feel the loss of Eric Armstead? And Kalia Davis. Is Kalia Davis going to be one of those busts because he's always hurt? Or will he get this opportunity to showcase that he can be productive on this defense? I want to see what we get out of Kalia Davis. Then we brought in Jordan Elliott. Now, Jordan Elliott's not going to flash in the sack department. He's not that guy that's going to go after the quarterback. What he is, he's a big run stopper. The guy can stop the run. He can plug in the hole. That is areas that we had issues last year. A lot of people said, well, the Niners are good against the run. No, they weren't. They were terrible. The problem is, for a lot of those games that we watched last year, we were beating them so badly on offense that they didn't get a chance to run. They had to play catch up. And therefore, they threw the ball more than they ran because we always had a lead. Once we fell behind, like we did against Green Bay, the way we did against Detroit, they started to pound the ball, and you saw where we were weak at down the middle. Hopefully, with the addition of Malik Collins and Jordan Elliott, that will get fixed. I hope that will get fixed. Beal was 247 at the combine. Oh, was he? Oh, okay. They have him listed on ESPN at 250, but I'll go with you, my friend. 247, he's 255 now. Let's see how he turns out. I want to see production from him. And then, if we can keep it real, Javon Hargrave. He was a free agent last year. He came in as the highest free agent defensively. If I'm not incorrectly, and I'm saying it correctly, I think he was the highest free agent signed. And he came out, he was out of shape. How are you going to go to a new team out of shape? And then he started to play catch up through the whole game. Where was he in the Super Bowl? What are we going to get out of Javon Hargrave? Is Javon Hargrave going to turn it around? Is he going to turn it around? Is he going to... I know he lost some weight. If he comes in shape, it's going to be an impact. He's going to be a very good player, impactful player, next to Malik Collins. What are we getting out of from Javon Hargrave? What are we getting from Javon Hargrave? Many of us were disappointed. Many of us were disappointed in his contribution. He did not do enough to make me feel that we got a good player at that spot. Will he come into camp this year and show all Niner fans, myself included, that this guy is worth the money he got coming into the Niners? What are we going to get from Javon Hargrave? We need Javon Hargrave to step up. We know Nick Bosa, now that the contract situation's over, he's been there early. He showed up to mini camp, mandatory camp. He's going to be at training camp. I expect big things from Nick Bosa. I expect Leonard Floyd to be Leonard Floyd. I think Leonard Floyd is going to be a great compliment to Nick Bosa. I mean, let's be honest. Young, did not impress me last year. Chase Young was not impressive at all. I honestly thought we were going to have the two Ohio State guys for a long time. And I was not impressed whatsoever by Chase Young last year. And I know we lost a few players on the defensive sideline, but were they really, they're big names, but they were not giving great contributions to the team. Chase Young, second round pick in the first round, second overall in the first round. He wasn't that great. Yeah, I know. I hear you, bro. I hear you, Kenny. Oops, hold on. Let me do it this way. Yeah, I honestly, I asked somebody told me as long as it's a past game and you're conversating during the game, you can show it. Apparently, that individual that provided me that information was wrong. I'm probably going to hear it from YouTube, but it's all good. They probably give me a warning. It's all good, though. I was having fun watching the game, but apparently you can't do. You know what I do want to do, guys? I do have, what is it called? A Zoom. I have Zoom. I pay for Zoom for other things. I use Zoom for other things. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a chat in Zoom. And I'm going to show the game there. And then I'm going to invite those that want to watch the game with me. And we can go through every game of last year. And we can talk, hang out. And on Zoom, YouTube or anybody else is not going to bother us. We're not going to get bothered. We're not going to get shut down on Zoom. If that's something you guys feel that you may want to do, come and hang out with me on Zoom, watch the game, talk about the game. Let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in, and I can set it up. And we can definitely have some fun that way. I mean, I'm not making money off of it. It's an old game. I don't understand the copyright issues, but I mean, they have their reasons. They got their reasons. But if I do it on Zoom, you know, we can all come together and we can talk, and with one another, we can watch the game and so forth. I might do that for live games. For live games, I might set it up for Zoom during the season and show live games on Zoom. We'll see. And we can just all hang out there. So, I want to see what Robert Beal Jr. brings to the table. I want to see Evan Anderson compete in training camp. I want to see Shaquille Brown. I've been hearing great things from the Niner reporters. I've been hearing great things about Shaquille Brown, how this guy, it's a big guy, he's stocky, he brings it. But I want to see what he can bring to the Niners this year. Kalia Davis, Jordan Elliott, Kevin Givens. You got T.Y. McGill, Austin Bryant. You got Leonard Floyd, and then you got Drake Jackson. Who's going to step up this year and take some of that pressure off Nick Bosa. Will it be Leonard Floyd? Will it be Javon Hargrave? Will Drake Jackson finally wake up? Will Robert Beal take advantage of his opportunities? Will Malik Collins be able to get the quarterback from inside? Who will step up and help out Nick Bosa? This year's training camp is going to be interesting to watch, for sure. Interesting. Now, those are the guys that I'm interested in watching on the defensive line. Then we got our linebackers, right? We got Fred Warner. Demetrius Fuggins-Foles is his backup. Third is Jalen Graham. Then you got Greenlaw, but right now he won't be starting. Right behind him, you have Curtis Robinson and D. Winters. I think D. Winters is going to jump right over Curtis Robinson. And then you got Campbell starting with Ezekiel Turner, number 2, and then you got Tatum Bethune at number 3. I'm interested to see what he does in training camp. But you know what I'm more excited about, guys? Man, I am excited about our secondary. Ooh-wee. I'm excited about our secondary.
Hell yeah! That's what I'm talking about.
I think our secondary is going to be elite in 2024. And that's going to help out the pass rush. That'll allow Bosa, Collins, Hargrave, and Leonard eat. I mean, our starting corners, Shavarius Ward. Right behind him is Renardo Green. And then you got Rock Yassin, and then Samuel Womack III. Now, a lot of these guys probably won't be on the team. We're going to see the battle of the finest in training camp. It's going to be interesting to see the battle of the corners. Then you got Denomino Lenore, Isaac Yadam, Embry Thomas, and Chase Lucas. Now, I personally think that Emory Thomas's time in San Francisco is over. I think it's over.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Who are you, Embry Thomas? I think his time is over. I think he was able to get onto the roster because we did not have depth at corner, and because of necessity, he just hanged around. But I think with the additions of Rocky Sin, Isaac Yadam, you got Renardo Green. I think it's going to be tough to keep Embry Thomas around. He's going to have to earn a spot on the roster. Now, is he good enough that if the Niners cut him, he goes to another team and gets picked up? Or will he clear the waiver wire and we sign him to the practice squad? Let's talk about our safeties. We got Talanoa Hufanga, all pro when healthy, coming back from injury. Now, I don't know what his status is going to be. I hope he's another Brock Purdy coming out of nowhere and just playing his butt off. But I like the fact that we're getting him back. You got Malik Mustafa. I want to see this kid in training camp. I want to see him in the preseason game. I want to see his footwork. I want to see his sense of direction. I know preseason is just preseason, but I want to see these individuals out in the field, seeing how they move, how they make their reads, it'll be interesting. Then you got Eric Harris, and then you got Jair Brown. I think Jair Brown, I mean, he intercepted Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl. I think Jair Brown will continue to come into his own. He started to come into his own late in the season. I think he's going to come back and just go from where he left off in 2023. And I think him and Talanoa Hufanga are going to be a great duo at safety. And then you got Mustafa sitting there. George Odom, he's a special teams guy. Taylor Hopkins might not even make the team. Jalen Mahoney might not make the team. If Talanoa Hufanga can come and be healthy, I would love to see that pairing. Hufanga and Jair Brown. And then you got Ward. You got Isaac Yiadom on the outside. And then you got Demo in the inside. They might go 6 since since Greenlaw is out. They may go with 5 in the secondary. Not 6, with 5 in the secondary. Depending on Greenlaw, they may go with 5 in the secondary, and that could easily be Charvarius Ward, Yiadom, Lenore, Hufanga, and Brown. One of the reasons why our run game got worse last year is because we lost Talanoa Hufanga. I think Hufanga is such a great safety against the run. I don't know how many of you will agree with this, but I think when he went down, we missed him strongly, particularly against the run. I can't wait to see this defense in training camp. Let's talk a little bit about the offense, shall we? You got Brock Purdy coming in with a full offseason, no injury. He's been there since mini camp, mandatory camp, and now be headed into training camp. You got Josh Dobbs behind him, Brandon Allen, and Tanner Mordecai. That's going to be an interesting battle for the third quarterback. I'm interested to see if Tanner Mordecai can beat Brandon Allen. Can he beat him for that third spot? Then you got Christian McCaffrey, Elijah Mitchell, Isaac Guerrero, and Jordan Mason. Who will be that backup to Christian McCaffrey? Is it going to be Elijah Mitchell? Will it be Jordan Mason? Will Jordan Mason be able to get some playing time? Or will Isaac Guerrero move up in the rankings? Then we got a receiver, Deebo Samuel Jr. or Senior, actually. Senior. Then right behind him, we got Ricky Pearsall, Danny Gray, and Trent Taylor. Now, some of these players are probably not going to be on the roster when it's all said and done. Then you got Brandon Ayuk, and yes, he will be signed. Jacob Cowan behind him, Chris Conley, and Tariq Owens. Again, a lot of these guys probably won't be on the roster week 1. We shall see. And then the third receiver, you got Jawan Jennings. Behind him, you got Ronnie Bell and Tay Martin. Now, we all know that the Niners normally go with 6 receivers, right? 6. You got Brandon Ayuk, you got Debo, and Juwan Jennings. That's 3, right? Then you're not going to cut Jacob Cowing. So that's 4. And then your first round pick, Ricky, that is 5 receivers right there. That is 5. So basically, Danny Gray, Trent Taylor, Chris Conley, Tariq Owens, Ronnie Bell, and Tay Martin are going to be battling it out for that one last spot for the receivers. So you got Debo, you got JJ, you got Ayuk, you got Jacob, and Ricky. That's your 5 right there. Who will win the 6th spot on the roster? Will it be Danny Gray, the old vet, Trent Taylor, Chris Conley, the older guy, Tariq Owens, Terrell Owens' son, Ronnie Bell, or Tay Martin? I'll say this for sure. I don't know if Ronnie Bell is going to make the team or not. It's going to be interesting to see this competition in training camp. But what I do know is that if Ronnie Bell gets cut, in my opinion, he is not making it to the practice squad. He will not clear the waiver wire. He will be picked up. Not the waiver wire, but you know what I mean. He'll get picked up. I don't think he'll clear to the practice squad. But I'm interested to see who battles out for number 6 between Ronnie Bell, Tay Martin, Chris Conley, Tariq Owens, Trent Taylor, or Danny Gray. Who will that 6th receiver be? Oop, wrong one. If I'm not mistaken, Ronnie Bell came last year, right? When did he get drafted? Yeah, he was drafted last year. Ronnie Bell got drafted last year in the 7th round. So this will be his 2nd year. He'll be going into his 2nd year, Luis Moreno. And he has 6 receptions for 68 yards, 3 touchdowns. He averaged 11.3 per catch. So it'll be his 2nd year. Now, Danny Gray, on the other hand, Danny Gray got drafted. Let's see. He got drafted 2 years ago in the 3rd round. But he has been a non-factor receiver. Now, I've been hearing that in mini camp and mandatory camp, he looked good, but that's without pads. That's without the helmets. Will he fight for that 6th spot? Tay Martin has been here for a minute. He's an undrafted free agent. Tariq Owens, first time. It's going to be interesting to see who wins that spot for sure. Ronnie Bell, if he gets onto the field more. Bell was dropping a lot. Yes, he was. It'll be interesting to see what happens. All right, let's move on to the tight end. Now, I've been hearing that George Kittle dropped 30 pounds. God, I wish I can do that. Lost 30 pounds in a couple of weeks. If I'm not mistaken, he lost 30 pounds. after his surgery. You got George Kittle. You got Logan Thomas behind him. You got Cameron Latou. Yeah, we'll see what he does. And then you got Eric Subert. I can't pronounce. I don't know if I pronounced his right name or not. And then you got what's his name? Willis. You got the kid Pine. There's going to be competition for tight end too. Now, do they keep 4 tight ends or 3 tight ends? Please refresh my memory. Is it 3 tight ends or 4? I don't remember. I think it's 3. So obviously George Kittle. Who's going to be 2 and 3 behind Kittle? And then obviously Kyle Juice. That guy, he's the only fullback, honestly. So talk about always going into training camp knowing you're going to have a roster spot as long as you're on this team. I think they should bring competition. If they have, the names are not on here. So correct me if I'm wrong. Did they bring some competitions for him? I know I'm missing some names because even on the running backs, that one kid, the undrafted free agent that we brought in, running back, his name is not mentioned. And then we got left tackle Trent Williams. Behind him, we got the Jalen Moore. Right guard, we have Aaron Banks. We got Dominic Pooney behind him. We got Ben Birch and Nick Sakal. At center, we have Jake Brindle, Bryson Mays, Drake Nugget, whatever. And then in right guard, you have John Feliciano, Spencer Burford, and Jarrett Kinston. Right tackle, Colton McKivitz, Chris Herbert, and Brandon Parker. Man, as bad as Colton McKivitz was, there's no depth behind him that I am comfortable with. That's a scary thought. As bad as Colton McKivitz was, he wasn't that bad, but he was bad, if that even makes sense. But who in the world is going to step up if he goes down?
No! God, please, no!
I got to do that again.
No! God, please, no!
We don't want McKivitz going down in 2024. That, my friend, will be a scary, scary feeling. If we lose McKivitz,
Oh no! Oh no!
we will be crying. We will be crying for him to come back. Come back, McKivitz. Come back.
Oh, hell no.
No crying, huh? I don't know, man. I don't know. It is scary. Now, right guard, you have Feliciano, you have Spencer Burford. I don't know. Do you think they might put Pooney at right tackle if anything happens? Brandon Parker, he came from the Raiders. He's not, he's just a death piece. It'll be interesting to see this team in training camp. Who will stand out? Who will stand out in training camp? Will it be Dominic Pooney? Would he step up and become a starter? Could Spencer Burford somehow morph from last year being terrible to this great guard this year? Doubt it, but I hope so. Is Jarrett Kinston going to be okay this year, or is he like 2 or 3 years down the line type of guy? Is Jake Brendel going to get better than he was last year? And Trent Williams, arguably the best left tackle in football, but I got to be honest, he did not have his best game in the Super Bowl. I mean, I understand he's up there in age. He's not that young kid anymore. When are the Niners going to start looking for his replacement? I know a lot of you is taboo. That's taboo conversation. Don't be talking about Trent Williams. But he did not play that good in the Super Bowl. He had a couple of penalties. He gave up a couple of rushes. And I'm looking at this roster, and is it going to be Dominic Pooney that eventually takes over that spot? Would that guy be next year's draft pick? Or do the Niners do when they did with Joe Staley? When Joe Staley decided to retire, out of nowhere they brought in Trent Williams as a free agent. Will the Niners be able to do that again? Can they pull another rabbit out of the hat? Could he pull out another rabbit? Because that transition went smooth, man. We lost Joe Staley, and we actually improved. No disrespect to Joe. No disrespect to Joe. But we lost Joe Staley, and we actually improved with Trent Williams. This team is not young anymore. This team is not young anymore. We got a great roster. We have great players. But I just feel that we have to win the Super Bowl this year. We got to win the Super Bowl this year. I'm okay with being competitive. I'm okay with being in the playoffs all the time. It's fun watching football. It's fun to be a Niner fan. It sucks in the Super Bowl losses, but overall, at least for me, it's fun to be a Niner fan. I love the games we win, but we got to win a Super Bowl. What's up? Mr. Javier Rios is in the house. What's up, brother? Don't matter how many rabbits we find, we still need a damn ring.
What the fuck? What the fuck was that?
Shots fired! Shots fired!
I love it. Gotta get that ring. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, come on, man.
What's up, Javier? How you doing, sir? How are you doing, my friend? Good to see you. So that is... Now, I originally came on earlier, and I was showing the Niners and Cowboys game. We were talking about it. We were having fun, and then the YouTube police came and took me to jail. No bueno.
I don't think so.
That's what they said. I don't think so. You can't be watching this. So they stopped my live. So I came back and I did another live just to talk football. I kind of freestyled it today. I wasn't planning to do a lot of talking. I was planning to do more watching with you guys. The game that beat down against the Cowboys last year, 42-10. But I guess YouTube had other plans. It was a
epic fail.
But what are we going to do? What are we going to do? YouTube, I say this, but I'm not saying this.
Get the fuck out of here!
But it is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. At the buzzer, they came in and disrupted my channel. I gotta respect the rules of the land, I guess. I was misinformed. I did ask about whether you can watch games or not, as long as they are not live. They're past games. Talk about the games, break down the games, that you should be okay. But apparently the gentleman that told me this was misinformed. He was misinformed, and unfortunately he misled me, and they shut me down. What jerks? I'm telling you, girl. I'm telling you.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh my God. So you gotta love that banner. Look at that Laker banner, Dawn. Look at that beautiful 17 championships banners, Dawn. Not 4, 17. I'm messing with you, girl. I'm messing. This is what Dawn is hearing. Fireworks. She's like, oh, she's pissed now. But I'm interested to see how camp goes, ladies and gentlemen. I am interested to see how camp goes.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Wait a minute. Who are you? Talking about the Dubs.
I don't think so.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the 49ers will be hitting training camp in July. I'm interested to see how much these players advance. I love you too, girl. I love you too. I'm busting your balls because we're family. But other than that, hey, I don't dislike the Warriors. People ask me, how can you be a Niner fan, a San Francisco Giants fan, and then go down south? I was born and lived all my life in Northern California. How can you be? And I say very simply, I'm an old fart. Okay, I'm a 70s kid. And back then, when I started to watch basketball, Kareem, come on, Kareem was the man in LA. And then you got Magic, then Kobe. I mean, it's man. I started to fall in love with the Lakers. That's the only LA team that I support. F the Rams, F the Dodgers, F the Ducks. But I gotta love my Lakers. That's the only team I support down south. Other than that, but I have nothing against the Warriors. When the Warriors won, I was happy for Warrior fans. I really am. It's a better team, like the Kings. You know, as long as they're not playing or interfering with the with the Lakers getting to a championship, I'm good with it. Now, the only one that is interfering with the Lakers is the Lakers. I mean, hiring J.J. Redick, who's never coached in his life. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I don't know, man. I don't know. We shall see. All right, guys. It's been fun talking 49er football. Unfortunately, YouTube police came and shut me down. But it's all good. We talk football. I stay faithful, remain faithful, enjoy the rest of your evening. Have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you guys. I'll be going live at 2:15 tomorrow, and we're going to talk about the quarterbacks in the NFC West. You guys have a wonderful Jimmy.
Get the fuck out! Get the fuck out of here!
With the dubs. No, I'm messing with you, bro. I'm messing with you, my friend. Love you, Jimmy. You're the best. All right, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. Go Dubs for Jimmy and Don. Like I said, I have nothing against the Dubs, but F the Cowboys. F the Seahawks. For damn sure. But remember, God is good all the time. Remain faithful, stay safe, and be kind to one another. Until then, I am your boy, Niner Sickness. Peace.